Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing this fine morning? Double check some audios and things real quick. Okay, sounds good. Alright. Welcome, everybody. I am your host, Mr. Tahoe Anime, or Tahoe Anime. Either one. Yeah. I still gotta work on an intro for this. I don't know what to do. Do I talk about myself at the beginning? Do I give a little, do I do like a real intro? Do I just go straight into it? Do I just start working on stuff? What do I do? What do I need to do here? Not sure what to do quite yet for this show. How to make it work quite yet. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to leave me a comment. Tell me, yes, I would like an intro. Yes, I want to know who you are, Tahoe. I want to know what's going on. Where are we? Where have we been? How are you? How are you doing? You can ask me those. You can say those things in the comments. Or you can drop by the stream any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and let me know in chat. Let me know what you would like to know or hear from me. Should I do an intro? Should I figure out a legit true intro? Should I have like an opening intro video, something like that? What would you like to see? How fancy of a production do we want? Do we not want the fancy production? Do we want basic simple stuff? Does that work good too? We just want to get straight to the nitty gritty. Do we want to talk about children's books? Do we want to talk about publishing? Do we want to talk about illustration or anything like that? We want to talk about my little VTube model guy over here. Bounces up and down when I talk. I think I'm gonna do modifications with status effect. Currently has a jump effect. I have not been in this thing for a little bit. Activate when opening mouth. Active when closing. I think. Oh, I can increase the amount. Does that make it more? Oh, is that like how much he jumps? Let's turn down to 0. Okay, so there's no jump. There's a little bit. Oh, okay, so that's the amount of jumping. Okay, let's just do like a 30%. That's fine. Velocity, speed. What about speed? The default. Default is fine. I thought there was a way you can change settings? No. Program settings? No. Not. But properties. Oops. Wait, what did I just do? New transition? No. New effect? Oh, wait, there's. Oh, they added new stuff. Oh my gosh, that's kind of annoying, but kind of cool. Active during close, but no. Oh, interesting. So it makes it so that when I'm talking, he stops moving, but when I'm not talking, then he starts moving. That's interesting. We're playing with things. This is how the normal beginnings of streams go. It's like I go through and I double check some of the audio, some of the different effects and things like that, to see what the heck is happening. No. Oh, okay, that's better. It is up. So every time I talk, he'll bounce up and down. What? This one, it just stays up. I don't know. Okay, this one's nothing. So no bouncing at all. Just his mouth opens and closes. This is... Oh, when I stop talking, then he goes down. Bounce. Is that better? No, I think I like down better. Oh, maybe we'll try that today and see what happens. Because if this is talking goes up and down. Yeah, we'll try this today and see what happens. If that's a little bit more interactive. Jump. Oh, wait. Oh, that's interesting. You can make it like when... Oh, the way around. When you're talking, then he shows up. When you're not, it dims it. Oh, interesting. Status effect. Okay. Figuring things out today. We're messing with stuff. There's a jump one. I don't think I like the jump one. I think it bounces around too much. Can we... Oh, we can actually change X1. Okay, so this is just left and right. And then he's gonna do the bounce up and down. No. That's weird. Okay. We'll just do... Okay, that's already up and down. Weird. Velocity. Okay, interesting. There's one that says random move? He's just straight shaking. Like the dog that I babysit every once in a while. Shaking. Okay, we've got some options for things at the moment. Speed properties. Blink interval. Okay. Pixel. Smooth. Durations. Interval. I think I can make it... Okay, there we go. A little bit shorter now. Okay. Okay, so we have options. We have things to mess with. This is like a basic VTuber model that I built in what is it called? Via Tube. Can't really see it on the screen. It's blacked out, or it's washed out, but yeah, it's just a PNG tuber. You just need four images. You kind of see them here on the side. You need a closed mouth, you need an open mouth, you need a closed mouth blinking, and a open mouth blinking. So as long as you have an image with and can make those four things, you can have a little PNG tuber like I do here. It's super simple. Not very intensive or anything like that. Just basics. Basic animations. Okay, so what are we going to do today? That's a good question. Today is June 18th. Got some stuff going on coming up here pretty soon. I've got hopefully books arriving today. I ordered a big swath of books because I have some events coming up. So, what do you mean, Tahoe? What events do you have coming up here? I have this event coming up. Alright, at my local Thistle Nightshade bookstore here in Reno, Nevada, they're getting ready to do a summer reading event, a little shindig, uh, for Nassim Jamnia. I believe I said that correctly. Probably not, but I think I'm okay. They are going to be doing like a book signing at the bookstore, but they also invited several other authors. Actually, kind of put it out to the author community here in Reno to see if anybody wanted to come and set up a table and a little booth at the event as well. Kind of make it like a little bit of a bigger, fun uh, summer reading event, which is kind of cool. So I will be there on June 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I believe we're going to be set up outside. Um, I will have some, I will have books there to purchase and sign. I will also have bookmarks, stickers, and we also have some new postcards, which I can actually bring up. We'll bring this up on Illustrator, not Illustrator, on Canva. Here we go. Let's get rid of our image for our event moment. So, at the event, I'll have some postcards that we are actually going to print out, and then people can purchase those, and then they can send them to people or send them to friends, family, and whoever they might want to send a special card to. Just simple stuff. I made a couple designs for my daughter goes to a school here in Reno, and there was a group. All the kids have to do community service stuff, which is really cool. And one group was helping out people with mental health issues, and they actually called on the community and said, "Hey, could you make some cards or make some postcards that we can print out and then donate to people with suffering from mental health issues?" So I thought that was a cool idea. So I came up with a few designs for using my characters from my story, and these are them. So we're going to get some of these printed out and have them available at the event. So for purchase. But here's our first design. Here's our second design. Moment. Our third design, and then I threw in one more. This was an extra one so that I had 4 of each, because I'm going to end up printing these on 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. So I was just like, well, I need 4 because that equals them out or evens them out. 2 cards per sheet. So we have a birthday one as well with buttons on his little tower here. So and then on the back we'll have buttons reading the letter, because I thought that was cute, with the stamp, and here's his button up at the top because that's his, with our little Stitch Tales logo down on the right hand side. So we will have those available at our event on the 28th. Here it is again at our bookstore. So I will be there. We will be saying hi to people and signing books and selling books. And then we also have a second event coming up after that. I'm pretty sure I'm confirmed for it. A lot of the author scene here in Nevada is still, I would say, new, but it's still rough around the edges. Like they say we're the biggest little city, but we literally are a little city masquerading as a big city. I would say the more apt description of that. We have downtown life and stuff like that, and we have high rises. Most of them are casinos, but I'm not judging. But it's like 10 square blocks. That's it. That's the downtown high rises. So it's a small big city in certain ways. We are spread out in this little valley that we call home here between our mountains, where we get 30 feet of snow at one point and dry riverbeds in 30-minute drive. So it's just the way it works. But we will have hopefully this event, which is up on the screen still, and then another one coming the weekend afterwards. Still waiting on like super confirmation that one's going through before I go heavy into promoting that one either. Still waiting on. But I also have some connections that I've made this week as well, so there may be some more events later in the year as well. So make sure to check back in or tune in to the streams, because as those pop up and I get more confirmations about stuff, then I'll be able to talk about more and show you guys where to be. So, that's what I should do. I should steal some other people's questions from places and start answering those. That might be a good idea too. I could throw. Ooh, that's what I'll do at one point. I think if I get down to the end of stream and I'm kind of wrapping up, maybe I'll pull up my Threads account. I won't bring it up on the screen, but I'll pull some questions and stuff from there. Stuff that I've answered or talked about or commented on in there, and hopefully that will let's get some conversations started about different things. So let's go here. That's a good place to start there. So in the meantime, while we're things we need to work on today. So for our, you know what, let's take this, just make it smaller right here. Let's just put that. Great. Okay. Oh, you know what I could do? Now we're messing with stuff. Here we go. Duplicate scene 2 of 2. Let's do this nice and big. Yeah. You know what? Let's just put it in the center. Okay, so we should be able to. Oh, so we did that transition. Aha. Okay, so I want position override move. There we go. I think this is gonna mess up this one though. Okay, so we can actually move these transitions back and forth with each other here. Okay, I'll have to mess with this a little bit more later because I'm not sure exactly how to make. But anyways, we got that set, so we can actually go back and forth with that at the moment. What happens if I get rid of that? This just comes out of nowhere. And then disappears. I gotta figure out what I want to do. If I want to do that, or yeah, we'll just remove it for now. We're messing with our transitions right now. There we go, little guy. Okay, so with this event coming up, things we need to work on today. So I have a plan. Now that I've got like the postcards figured out or planned out, I've got business cards, I've got stickers, I've got bookmarks and stuff like that. Those things are all kind of planned out, ready to go. I'd have to do some printing and stuff at some point this week into next week. Those are all planned out, so we can get our postcards out of here if need to make a sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be a yard sign, but it does need to be this 24 by 18. So that is the plan today, is to figure out how to get some information on this yard sign. It could be just basic information. Can't go too crazy because I have to hand paint. I'm probably going to have to hand paint most of this, so it may have to be very basic. I can do some colors with the background, I believe. But I have to get some spray paints for that. Pardon me for a second, I'm going to blow my nose and I'll be back. Okay, now we're back. What's something super basic right now? We've got a 24 by 18 sign that we can play with. And we don't want to overrun it with information. We just want something simple enough that we can put. I might not even need to do the little sign. I want to put an arrow on here. The bookstore has a little bit of an issue with visibility and being able to find it. So I'm thinking doing something very simple, something like this. Would be the idea. We can have some fun with the fonts and stuff like that, but you know what I should look at? These run always fun. See if they have anything. So part of like doing graphic design or being understanding the visual nature of what you're creating, and I have to explain this to Mrs. Tahoe often when we're working together on projects and stuff like that, is that there is not necessarily rules, but a lot of unwritten things you have to understand when you're creating a some type of imagery, anything like that. There are a bajillion fonts out there. There are so many. Like, we can scroll through even just Canvas here. I mean, look at this list. We're just going on. It's just adding more and more and more and more and more. There are tons of them, and each one of them has its own style and look to it and feel, and so those things are all important, and you need to be like aware of, this is very pointy, so it's going to have a very sharp and pointy feeling to it. You have to kind of understand some of those things, but you also have to understand intention too, what it is you're trying to get people to do. You also have to layer on top of that readability. So this is a beautiful font. These are, great fonts. Wonderful. Are they super readable from far away? Probably not. When we make this small, it gets a little bit difficult, right? We need to understand those things. We need to understand the relationship between our elements and stuff like that. Things like that. This is really, like, if you're driving up and you're trying to read this with the cursive, that's going to be a little bit difficult. So we have to design things in a fashion or understand of what we're trying to do and trying to get across to our audience. So for our application here, we want to make a sign indicating that there is a bookstore in this shopping center. We don't have great signage for a little bookstore here. So I think the commentary that I hear the most is people are like, I had a hard time finding it. It's not well, there's no signage really for it on the main road. So how do we change for that? So I don't know. We don't really have permission to do anything crazy, but a basic yard sign we can probably get away with pretty easily. That's not going to upset hopefully the landlord of the building, whoever owns the building, because we're not going to like destroy property or like just we're not going to dig up a hole in one of their planter boxes or somewhere to put a sign in. Daughter's pulling her nose in the background. Anyways, so simple yard signs that just have two little prongs in them, easier to put in and easier to take out if somebody's like, yeah, we don't want that. Those kind of things. So we can make some kind of basic. Other part of this is that I don't have any funds to spend on purchasing a yard sign, but I do have access to some old real estate signs based off of my wife's business that she works in, that have been, put through the ringer, that have been out in the rain, snow, weather, burning sun, and that are beyond. They have the old phone numbers of places. They're done, right? They're not worth anything. But they can be sanded down and then repainted. So I figured, I've got a few of these lying around in my yard. Might as well take one, blank it out, sand it down, white it, give it a nice couple of features on it, something easy enough to read, with a arrow or something like that, so that we can maybe put it in at the business and get some more visibility for our shop and stuff like that. So that's the idea at the moment. We just have to get it figured out and get it applied and get it signed and go from there. That is the idea. We just have to figure out fonts, and like this isn't too bad of a design. It's very basic, but that's the thing. We definitely want to do basic design for this. So something that I can hand paint myself and get up in a frame and put at the shop so that we have a little bit of visibility. Is the idea. So I don't know if we'll be able to use the logo because that's kind of complex. Probably paint the main part of it, but flower parts that come off of it, I don't think I can. I could probably hand paint it, but I don't want to. I don't have a ton of time to spend on it. Good morning, daughter. How are you?
Hi.
Wonderful.
In the shower, so I'm more awake.
You are more awake? Congratulations on your awakeness and your showeringness. Appreciate that. Sure. We are working on a sign today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the frame I have out in the garage that I painted?
Yeah.
And I've got the old sign that I have to sand down. I'm thinking we need to make one for the bookstore so that people can hopefully see it. I wonder if we should invert it. I wonder if we should make it black. I'm trying to make something that would help draw attention to where the shop is, because they don't really have very good signage there, especially off of Main Street. So I was like, okay, got some signs. Might as well think about making one. But I may need your input once I figure out what I want to do, or once I get, like, I don't mind that. I don't need this anymore. I want this to be nice and big, though. I don't want to change the spacing. We don't want to change the formatting. It's already all uppercase. I may need you to choose a font, Michelle. What do you think the best font is? And then I'll tell you why it's not a good idea.
Wow.
Very rude. Very rude. The Husker Puppers is watching. Thank you, Husker Puppers. Okay, so visibility wise. Hey, Husker Pup 28 has contributed 1,750 to the total treat for the pupper. Thank you. Okay, what are we at? She deserves it. We're at 79%. We're getting closer. I know if any of our other main people come in here, we're definitely going to hit that real fast. So, let's see. Let's make this smaller and see how that reads. Okay, so it's definitely readable.
Well,
those are bad. Archive is not bad. Like, I don't mind archive. Let's give it a second. We need to duplicate this out a little bit. I wish it was taller. So, like in Illustrator, and I could throw it over into Illustrator and do it there instead. Illustrator, you actually have option to pull the letters, each letter, horizontal, not horizontal. Yeah, vertical is what you can do. You can pull them up or down, depending, and make different. But this does not give me. These are just different. So typography, refine lettering. Yeah. How about that? We have line spacing. What it does. Like I can squeeze this in and make it bigger. It doesn't really give us much. It gives us a little bit more. Like we're trying to maximize space here because we want to say what this is that we're trying to get people to see and go to. So like white, this black on white is visually like you're gonna, even at this small, you're gonna see that, right? Because it stands out in that way. The other way, having it white on black, no, that's what this is. Black on white, it's good, but it's reflecting a lot of light. So like we're looking at this white reflecting, especially when like people are driving by and stuff like that. That's going to reflect just those words. That's what's going to make this stand out. So it's like it's a good idea to have it be this white on black, but sometimes that's having that much dark on there also makes it very unappealing. So it's trying to find what that balance is between those two. Do we like? I think I like this size better than this one. I take these two, I'm kind of in the middle-ish, then we're focused on here, and that's not so much of a big black box in the middle. Do we just drop this and leave the arrow by itself kind of thing? Like there's a lot of different options depending on what we want to do in visibility wise. We should also take into consideration like this is like going to Home Depot and buying one of their little yard sale signs off of the rack. Those are basically the same idea. Just basic information get you to where you need to go. We can do some more customization things to it and make it more personalized towards the business and stuff like that. Whether or not that's worth it and the effort, that's where it's kind of hard to figure out at the moment. Let me double check one thing. Go on our playlist. Had some music issues last week, so we are still on our playlist. I had to make a special chill hop playlist with the program that I use to stream music. Nice preview open. Don't need preview open. Okay, don't know why that was open. Anyways, what we can also do is do some research too. Also, bookstore is one word, I guess, because I'm not smart enough to understand that for some reason. Look, it's my thing. So we could do. Okay, well, let's see. This is the other part of like designing and stuff like that, is then being able to go find reference material. Oh, yeah. There we go. Figured it out. Yeah, see, basic. And like some of the stuff, like even from design perspective and stuff like that, you can do research this way. You can do AI creations too. I would not use any of the AI creations in the final anything, but they do basically use them kind of like this as a reference sheet, just to kind of get an idea of what you're kind of looking for, what your scope is, and funnel that down a little bit. Knowing terminology and stuff also helps a lot when you're trying to do stuff like that. Knowing, like what to search for, or even to use for generations and stuff like that. Like you can definitely tell this was somebody AI generated this and printed it for their sign. Might not even be, the whole thing might just be AI too, even the buildings and everything. But just being able to recognize stuff like inconsistencies of different pieces of it, and there's this style that these are all in that you can definitely tell why this has two. Yeah, that's all. But you get the idea. You'd be like, oh, okay, something with a chain hanging might be a good idea. We've seen several things similar to that. That's like the old school style of this kind of thing. So it's all information. Like you can use it to funnel your ideas into the thing you want to get created, or be able to talk to somebody about the kind of thing you're looking for. So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. Just white letters on a black sign, very noticeable, very readable in a lot of different ways. Simple, stands out, get you the information, basic, right? That's an option. Kind of what we're trying to go with. It also helps because it makes the black blend in too, because it's a dark color. It'll make it at nighttime. It'll be weird because it'll almost disappear, and the words, the letters will definitely stand out. You'll notice that with a lot of like road signs and stuff like that. They use the white lettering with a darker background so that that white really stands out. I like the black and white. You like the white on the black? Is that what you're saying?
Oh.
This is like the idea of what we're doing. So like I was looking at the you guys can't see that yet. Canva. Ooh. Like this is what we're kind of working with at the moment. Trying to figure out whether or not we want to stretch it, make it the whole. Don't want the whole thing to be. We're just talking about design principles and stuff right now. I like the black background. Okay. So it's fine. It works. Like I was just talking about that on the stream. A lot of things to consider when it comes to that. A lot of white is blinding in the sun. Yeah, that was one of the commentaries I made about it. Is that when you're building something like this, you have to take into consideration a lot of those things. Readability, visibility, nighttime, daytime, text size, text readability. There's a lot of, I want to say, not inherent things, but I don't know, what would you consider that? Our monkey brains do this thing where it tries to figure out the easiest way to understand something. So if you take a text like this and throw some crazy loopy font like that, and then try to drive by it, even at 35 miles an hour, you're not going to be able to read that. Like that's not going to work. So you got to figure out it doesn't matter how, white, black, whatever you do to it, that won't matter. Which one was I using? This one. That one. I would go back. That one. So far, this is just basic. What we've kind of got on the docket right now. We were just looking at some examples to get some ideas of what we might want to do. Okay. Oh, here's a fun one. Okay. So if you look at this image now, so what I did is I took these two things, the words and the arrow, and I grouped them together to make one box. You can see the purple box around it. And then I told it to center that box in the middle of this sign square. But when you click off of it, you can definitely tell from this corner of this arrow down to here is very short. But from the top of this store to the top of here, that's much more. So even though these two things are centered, it has this feeling of being uneven. It feels like something's wrong with it, right? Visually, it's telling us two different things. Saying, well, we're really close, but we're also really far away at the same time, even though it's centered. So even stuff like that, being aware of what your monkey brain is telling you is super important on those things. If it feels awkward or weird or makes your eyebrows cringe in the middle, you gotta take a double look at it. Sometimes I have to take some of these and I have to move them one way or the other to make them a little off center or more balanced in certain ways. It just depends. All little elements we have to consider when we're putting something like this together, and what other things we might want to add to this to enhance it but not take over at the same time. Like this would be very simple, basic, down to earth. It could work, but it's also very dry and cut and boring. So we have to consider our audience and what might be appealing to draw people into. So that's why we're looking at examples. Do we want to take something like this where the bookshop is curved? Do that. We can definitely do a curved bookshop idea. Effect. It's curved. This curve. So like we could do something like that. That's a little bit more fun. We can also put the arrow at the bottom of the, because it's non-essential that we want the main focus to be that this is that we are trying to draw people to the bookstore. So like centering this now on the page, being like, oh, this is the main thing. There's a bookstore, that direction. That might be important. So always having like examples and understanding your elements is important for sure. We're getting design lessons today. Hello, welcome to design lessons with Tahoe. You could also do something like this where we add little scallop. I don't know if that's what they're called, but the edges to make it. We could run a border around it, kind of thing. I definitely would not go anything graphical because I have to hand paint this, but we might be able to throw or if I have some books I could paint on it. It might be a little bit harder than, you know what no, because the stickers wouldn't last. I was like, I could take and print out some colorful stickers and put them, or that is another option. We could have them decorate some stickers to put on here. Have the basics, but then have some fun things like that. That's an option. I'm pretty sure I thought they followed on Twitch. Here, wow. Salud. You're welcome. I know that definitely came through on stream. A show. Let's illustrator now. Just look around and see if there are any that would work. Graphical. We want basic. Cut out. I don't know what that is. What's he doing? It's okay. Let him do it. Yeah, let him eat the food. It's fine. Put him back in the bowl. Was he like up in the bowl or just doing his normal like water bowl thing? Like something like. We're just templating something out for shits and giggles. He's back over there now? That's fine. Yeah, let him eat it. If he's hungry, let him eat it. Dora doesn't want it, so. You're good. Might be able to do something like that. Wow, it's already been an hour? Holy smokes. I must have talked to a really, really long time with my explanations. Premium, I don't know. Some template. Alright, stream, we are coming up on our first ad break here in about 2 minutes. even though it has been delayed recently when it actually pops up, but that will be a thing that is happening here soon-ish. What that means for anybody who hasn't been here before, when ads come up, there's going to be 3 minutes of ads running. During that 3 minutes, you guys won't be able to see the stream if you're not subscribed. So what I do during that time is I actually stop working on the project or whatever I'm working on, and I wait until the ads are over. This way, you don't miss any of the explanations. You don't miss any of the work that's going on. Nothing gets missed in those. It's kind of like a traditional advertisement on classic TV. But I like doing it that way just because I feel like it respects the audience more. This and then you guys also help support the stuff that I've got going on, because some of that ad revenue does come back to the channel and goes back into projects I'm working on and the books and things like that. So it's just kind of the way I feel is the way to do it. So that is the plan here, coming up in about 30 seconds or so. So I have a thing that will pop up on the top of the stream that will count down those 3 minutes of the ads, and then when we are back, we'll get back into it. We'll keep working on this idea for the sign, and I'm going to hand paint. So this is the idea, but I have to double check too, because hopefully the ads go up at the right time today. Daughter, how are we doing on those ads?
Is that it?
Are we cooking on those ads yet?
No.
Alright, let me know when we're cooking on those ads. And let me know if they're full ads or not, or if they're side ads. Yeah, that's how the ads work here on Twitch, or at least how I have them set up on Twitch. 3 minutes is also then makes it so that I get to work for an entire hour and then do 3-minute ads. Otherwise, they would be like 30-second ads every 15 minutes or something like that. I don't like that idea. I want you guys to have the chunk of time, not the little bits and pieces. How we doing, daughter? Have you put up your ads yet? Oh, there's the ads. Hey, the ads are here.
Yep.
Sweet. Yeah, thanks for anybody that has subscribed. I appreciate that. If you have a sub here on the stream, if you would like to ask anything in the chat while we are doing our little ad break here, feel free to ask. Don't mind answering these are intimate personal questions just for you, just for your subscribers. So you get 3 minutes of undivided attention. That's the idea. So. Also means that if I need to either go help the dog, or go grab something to drink, or even go to the bathroom real quick, has to be real quick, I can do that. Or if I need to do a little bit of stretchings, I can do a little bit of stretching. All in the hips. We got 5 viewers right now. Hello, viewers. We got another minute and 30 seconds on these ads, and then we'll go right back to work. I hear Mr. Jerf in the background talking to his friend Anthony. Wonder if they're planning on doing something today. Oh, I did set up. Graham said yes, 1 o'clock. Oh.
1? Oh, I thought you said 12.
No. In the meantime, Oh my gosh. Mom has destroyed some of my stickers. No! Ouch. Hopefully she's not watching anymore. I stole the stickers out of your vehicle, babe. Sorry. I need to go through them and count them and see what's available. We're waiting for these last 30 seconds of ads. I'm going to go through those real quick. See what our options are. Might be getting too hot in your car. A little box might not be helping with that. I think it's bending them. Yeah, because we live in a desert. It does get hot here. It does melt the things. I don't like it. I love it. It is very hot. Hey, okay, so, daughter, are your ads done?
No.
Not done yet? Wait for it. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are done with our ad break. I did not go get something to drink in the between, and I did not need to go let the puppy in or go to the bathroom. So, how about that? That's the other reason why I run ads every hour for those 3 minutes, just in case I need to go use any of the facilities or deal with the puppies or anything else like that. And I say puppies, but she's not really a puppy anymore. She's outside, I believe, or she's in cooling off on the tile in the bathroom. One of the two. I think I definitely need to make some more business cards. We're doing inventory management at the moment. Y'all can't see it. Okay. Oops. We're gonna get back. Move these out of the way. Okay, I've got a few stacks of cards, but I think I might need more. Got some big events coming up. Alright. Okay, we're back. Welcome, everybody. Oh, we lost one. No! Come back. I promise it'll be semi-entertaining. No guarantees. Okay. Let's get back to looking for... We could do basic books. And just kind of tile these back and forth across the top. What do you think, Michelle? Do we need to add some kind of graphic to the top of this? Because I have like these weird... I don't like these books up here, but...
I know.
You don't like those either?
No.
Yeah.
Right, and they don't match.
Well, I wouldn't worry about the colors right now. Well, we've got all of this space up here. I guess we could put the name of the bookstore.
Yeah.
That would probably be a better idea. Don't know if I have their graphic. Nope. Not. I don't think they have a typeface or anything like that. We can go and look. No, they do not. Did you know it's a bookstore for weirdos and others? Some books on their stuff. Yeah. They kind of have... Okay, so we can copy... We're going to look at their merch real quick. We're going to try to pick... There we go. Alright, this one, Nigel, we're going to try to steal your fonts. Very simple, very basic. Okay. Next. And night day. Oops, I spelled that. A-H-S-T. Okay, there we go. Did I spell that right? Nightshade. Okay, I did. Okay. Ooh. It was squirrely there for a second. So now, do they have? Oh, looks like they don't really have a typeface. We can pick whatever we kind of want. This spot. Do. Get some of their other. Ooh, they got some tote bags. Okay, so they use bonfire for theirs. That does not look like their graphics are consistent as far as nope, different fonts. Okay, which is fine. That means we get to play. Cool. We have artistic license to do what we would like. Do as we will. Okay. You want to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so now we need a font for this. I think that's better. But at least we have 3 pieces of information on there. The name of the shop, what it is, and where it is. So we have, I think those are the 3 points of information we definitely want to make sure that we do have on here. Now, we just have to figure out a font that works okay. That I can paint my shelf. Times New Roman. That's not too bad. Times New Roman is not bad. I think they've used that several times before. Well, not that. And I wish I had my screen printer. Just my screen print stuff set up. I could screen print this out. I guess technically, if I wanted to, I could have somebody have these cut on a Cricut or something like that. That would be an option. Ooh, not that one. I don't know, Michelle. I think Times New Roman is a good option here. Make it bigger and make it easier to paint. Check it far away. Yeah, so that's the thing. Is like it's going. The words bookstore are the big draw. The arrow is the big draw because we need what it is and where it is to point correctly. The other wording, the name of the business, is nice to have, but it's not like kind of critical. It's kind of not critical in some ways. I'm looking at it like this. If I'm driving up to it, am I going to be able to read what the heck that says in that little bit of space? A little bit of time. Being that far away, let's step back and look at it. Yeah, it's hard to see. I'm always a stickler for making things readable before making them look pretty. And that's why some of my designs are flat, is all get up because of that. It's really small now. There's no room in between. Very, very basic. Fine. At least these are rounded. Actually, a little bit bigger. I also have to remember that I lose a little bit on the edges for the frame. Is that not too bad? That's not too bad. We can read that at the very least. At the very least, we can read it. Oh, okay. So if we do that, do we want to have some fun with... We want to leave space for design stickers. What do we want to do here? I don't think I want to bend this. You know what? I think I have some white vinyl still. Might be able to cut this by hand and do this. Possibility. At least both of these have these rounded edges on them, so that it kind of works together in that way. I think that one's Archive Doka. Let's just try Archive for the moment. Should be on my recent. Nope, I don't like the and. This is a better and. Yeah, sometimes you have to double check to make sure that what you're doing is going to work. So let's double check. Got some more followers. I try to post on some of my socials what's going on. Oh, also we need to track our package. We have books being delivered today. Let's see what it says. Gosh dang it, so many emails. Alright, it says it's out for delivery. Okay, we'll see when it gets here today. It's good, it's exciting.
What happened?
My books are out for delivery. Yeah. So we have to keep an eye on it and see when they show up today. Hopefully we're not gone. We've got paper coming in. We got renewals for... Oh, that doesn't renew to... Oh, this is 20. Stitched-tales.com. That is the website. We have all kinds of stuff there. If you would like to go look at a sample of both of my children's books, it's a very small sample. I don't want to give away too much, but I do have samples of both of my books currently up on the website, which is at the top of the screen. Shameless plug. Hey, how about that? Oh, I got more emails from them. Holy smoke. Your package is arriving today. Yes, I know. Let's mark those all as read. We're good. This is the background author stuff, is where you're like, oh, I still have a whole bunch of stuff to do in the interim. Even though I am streaming and doing stuff, this is all part of the process. You guys get the inside look of what the day-to-day and what my ADHD looks like when I'm jumping around from thing to thing constantly. Okay, back to our bookstore sign. Do we want to enhance this a little bit with some things and some stuffs.
Imar
Hey!
Dreamer 22 Pet the Furry Friend.
Pet the furry friend. Thank you, Dreamer. Appreciate that. Sora appreciates that too. I believe she is still outside. I will double check on that real quick. I'm not going too far. I'm still here.
Oh, you just want off my room.
Alright. Thank you, Dreamer. Have a good time. Be good out there. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I won't have my other mod here. No, mod. Good thing Michelle's a mod, though. Did you know you're a mod?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's your job this summer, is to be the mod on the streams. Welcome, everybody.
I'm a great mod.
Welcome to the channel. We are working on a sign today. We have a upcoming event to do this summer. It's our shindig, our summer reading shindig at Thistle Nightshade Bookstore here in Reno. So I'm working on a little sign to see if we can put at the business and get some traction. See if we can get some people to come in. So that's the idea. There we go. There it is. That is what we are currently working on while we are waiting for books to show up that I ordered, and getting ready for books and paper, and so there's a bunch of things to do this week. Get ready for the 28th, our upcoming event. So, not this weekend, but next weekend. But let's double check. I don't think I got anything else. Discord is saying, oh, that's just me. That's me streaming. Discord is telling me I'm doing. Okay. We need to figure out. Go back to Safari real quick. We're going to look at some more examples here. Anything else that we want to do? I like these boards where they do the chalk on them, because you can definitely tell, like, these are readable from quite a ways away, kind of thing. That's why having sadly the black background on with the white lettering is really good for this kind of stuff. Super colorful. I mean, we could do super colorful colors too. Yes, try it. I wonder if it'll let me do each individual letter with color. It will. Purple? What would be... We need like another color. I want to shift everything over one. Big purple. So I want to do I think this is too much of a jump here, so maybe that. That also may be too dark for this sign. Okay, that's that one. Yeah, that's better. I mean, we could do something like that. That's fun, at the very least. I think we still have acrylics for that, right? We could paint that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your own.
The markers or the acrylics? acrylic paint. Huh? The markers won't work on
What?
paint.
How much paint?
That's what I'm saying. We have the acrylic paint, right? I'd have to coat the sign with some kind of lacquer or something like that to make it so that the paint doesn't wash off if we're going to use acrylic. Something to think about. To mess around with at this point. We can always go back to white as well. That would be simple enough. I just kind of like this idea where when we can do that too. And instead of doing each individual, love that, look at those colors. Do that. We can do what would this be? This would be like then we do this one. It's got to be, that has to be, let's make that yellow. Make that yellow. So that would mean, looking in the color spectrum here, this would have to be orange. Be good. This would have to be purple. One would have to be red. One would have to be like pink. This would be purple. Theoretically, if we're going down through the spectrum. These two are too close though. I think if I make it, I guess it's still readable. I think that would be fine. Let's go with these colors. Blue, green, red, orange, yellow. Man, we're making some pretty big jumps here. Blue, green, yellow, orange. Oh, I have them back. Yeah, why did I do that? Because we go this direction through the wheel and then back up to the top. Okay, so if we are yellow here, we're going back. Yellow, orange, yellow, orange. This is where red be next. Pink. Fine. And then we have to pick a blue color. This is wrong. Be the blue. And this would be the green. Something like that. What do you think of that, Michelle? Should this be red? It looks uncoordinated? Yeah, rough crowd here today. So I was trying to do like, so I'll bring it up on the screen. I liked it. I was thinking something like this. See how they have these all written out? And I don't have to go in the color like spectrum idea. Because I like how colorful that is. I was thinking like if I did something slightly more colorful with it, but I don't have like a lot of words, but I have an arrow and 4 words. I could break. You know what I could do? I have an idea, Michelle. You ready for this? This is the greatest idea ever, okay? Let's do this. We're getting more colors out of this. Nightshade. Nightshade. We need to do a purple there. There we go. Now we have each word. Thistle and Nightshade Bookstore. Each one has a color going through the spectrum. Oh, I did the spectrum. This would be pink. This would be. I mean, I'm just trying to give it a little bit more playfulness and fun, kind of thing. Huh? The only one that may be problematic is this purple is darker than I want it to be. I want it to kind of stand out a little bit. What? What are you laughing at over there, daughter?
My hair.
Your hair?
Strands that are really, really.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Wait.
There we go. That might be a little bit better. Come over here. I can't. You expect me to see in the dark?
Not magical and powerful?
Oh my god, you do have 2 little. You're starting to get the blondie tips like your mama. Oh my goodness.
I was looking because if you look in the dark, you can.
Yeah, you can see like that one too. You got the blonde tips. Look at that. Your hair is starting to get bleached a little bit. There you go. Those are the ones. Those ones, if you put color in, those ones would stand out a lot because of the blonde
Mm-hmm.
in it.
Mom had that?
Mom worked at the pool forever,
Oh, yeah.
so her hair, yeah, would definitely bleach blonde out a lot. Yep.
Oh, she was here.
She's working. It's okay. Look at it. Ooh. I think I want to space these out a little bit. Better space. There we go. Center. Okay, it's already centered. Something like that. I mean, it's simple, it's basic, but we kind of get the idea. And I don't know if we need to do too much to it. Like I said, worst case, we swap it back and we make these white. And you know what we could do, Michelle? We could either we could just do Thistle and Nightshade with the rainbow colors, and the bookstore can just be white. That would work. I think Jeff just hit his head. Oh, concussion protocol. Let's see. Am I still going backwards? Green, blue, purple. Grab this pink. Let's go. What's next on the list? Red. Orange. Yellow. I mean, it's colorful for sure.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna fly or not. That's gonna be readable. We can do something. Right there. Duplicate. Okay, that's just perfect. Okay, so now we gotta figure out which color do we want to start with. Red. Let's just try orange. Yellow's fine. Green. Blue. Purple. Red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 colors. These 3 are all really close. This one's here. Probably should do a separate. Yeah. No purple. And no, let's go a bit better. Okay, there we go. There. I mean, we could do something like that. Just put a little line underneath it. Okay, so it's just an aberration. They actually are linked together. Sometimes when you use these programs and you're this far back, it looks like there's a little black gap in between them, but there really isn't. It's really weird sometimes. For my eyes, it's tricky. I don't like it. I don't like it. Enter. There we go. We could do something simple like that too. I don't know if that would be good for them. I could also. I wonder if I could. Can I curve that? No, it's not words. I don't think you could bend these. You can edit them, but you can just pick whatever it is. Wrong. Drop our image for now. I don't know. Back to our references here. Look around. Maybe we might find some more fun stuff. Let's look. I mean, we could do a border around it. Oh, we should be good to be able to go out to the edge. I just remembered we can place the sign a certain way so that it's not cut off on the edges. I was thinking the signs were going to get cut off on the edges of these posts. We should be okay. Something like that. Let's take that. we want circle. Wait. Centered. Loads. I mean, we could do something like that too. You won't be able to read the T and N, but what do you think, Michelle? The little circle up there works good? You like that? Dang it, Michelle. I didn't want it to work. Means I have to figure out how to get that graphic onto the sign somehow. I should be able to paint that, or spray paint some of that on there. We'll see. Trying to go basic here. Trying to go as basic as we can. Back to our samples. Kind of pulled this idea here. That is the other thing. We have some room to play. We only have a little bit of room to play, not a lot. Put that. This on there. Make it white. Round off the corners a little bit. Make it a little bit thicker. Put it in the back, behind everything. Down just a little bit. Something like that. Not centered. Can actually go a little bit further. Center. Let's make it thicker again. That's not too bad. At least that gets our point across. It gives a little bit more to it. Back off. Yeah, definitely readable in that way. Don't have too much that I can work with here because I'm trying to do this mostly by hand, so I gotta try to keep it as simple as I possibly can. I don't want to get too design heavy. I don't know why we got into fashion down there at the bottom. No, we could have some, but let's see. Not too much. These are just like simple loops. So, should be able to crop this. You guys are getting a lesson in Canva today too. Yeah, and it looks like a little hanging sign. That's not too bad. Right? That's not too bad. It's simple, it's basic. I should be able to get those painted on there fairly easily. The only one that's going to be but a little bit is the logo, but I should be able to get that figured out. Yeah, I think we should be okay with that. That's not too bad. Basic, we get the idea down, get our information on here, give it a little bit of a graphic nature, not too much. We can actually bump this up. Let's move these out a little bit here. A bit more. The fill, when I do the stroke like that, it fills it in on the inside. So now we're centered. Ends in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think that works pretty good. They all pretty consistent across each other. We don't match the sizes or everything, but we all have this kind of thick stroke idea across the whole thing. So I think we're pretty. I think that word would work good. Anything there. Okay, cool. I think we can do that. We have the means and the ability to make that work. Believe in a thing called love. Oh, that already has an effect on it. Let's do, I want to do follow. Do outline. That was not what I wanted to do. I want the effect outline. Nope, that's not good. It's not good at all. Nope. See, this is where I get into trouble, where I try to do too much and then it doesn't work. Yep. No outline on that. No. Nope, we're just gonna leave it like that. That's good enough for now. I think that'll work. Okie dokie. So, now that we've done that, we need to do something else. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're a little bit away from our next ad. Pretty close to 10 minutes away, so got a little bit more to do. Got some more stuff to figure out. And then we can do some fun talkings. I think maybe we'll have to see if I want to segment this stuff out and do like the first couple hours just like pure design stuff, or and then this last hour be like talking process and stuff like that. If that interests you, if that is of interest to you, or if you want me to talk about like publishing process or my layouts or anything like that. I know I've done similar things to that before, just at random, but if you want to do more focused talkings and stuff like that for like the last hour of our stream days, let me know. Hit me up in the comments, or even send me a message on any of my social accounts, on Threads, on Blue Sky, any of those. Just let me know what you think, what you would like to see, what you would like to hear. Do we need to have guests on at some point? Do we need to?
I've already been on there.
Well, no, you're a permanent guest. Well, you're a mod, so yes, you're on there all the time, daughter.
Always the perfect.
But well, you guys got to get the you got to get Sora her treat, and then we can swap out for Patch, and Patch can get a treat. So, but if you are a author yourself, a kids book author, and you possibly want to have your book running up in the top right hand corner. So right now I've got how I sign my books little video running, but it cycles towards showing off my books and stuff like that. These are all kind of like placeholders at the moment. There's a possibility that we can also share other people's projects up there in that corner as well. So if that interests you or if you would like to do that, let me know. Send me a DM, or I don't have an official way to set it up, so like Threads is the most is the best way to connect to me like that, or to DM me through Instagram. That would work as well. But those are the options for them. That's what we're doing. Okay, how are we doing on time? Still got a few more minutes. Okay. Well, let's go. We definitely need to save these. We need to figure out. Back to Illustrator. We need to export. So it does show it.
Sure.
Let's save these to the desktop too. Let's call this one cool. No, okay. Sun. Glasses. Buttons. Oh, and sunglasses buttons. Sticker. Export. Let's make this one happy. I mean, is he happy or is he? Yeah. Okay. That one saved out. This one. Okay, so we also needed an opinion on whether or not he needs his nose or not. Did you decide what you wanted, Michelle? Does he? What's up? It's up to me. I like it better without the nose because that's a classic like anime trope thing. My daughter said it looks weird because that makes it look like his nose. But I only see it one way because I know the character too much. I look at him too much every day, so I guess it kind of looks like a nose. Yep. I don't want to make his nose smaller. Doesn't work. Michelle, you've created problems now. Are you sorry or are you not sorry? She's not sorry. Yep, what? Say it on stream. What do you want to say? Okay. Okay, so what is this face that he's making? What is this face speaking to you? I did something? Okay, I did something buttons. You're right. This one is suspicious buttons, or this one is surprised? Like, oh! Did you just curse on my stream? Damn. Okay, there we go. So we have 5 stickers saved out. So we need to find a way or a home for them to live. One, two, three, four. There somewhere. Okay. I've got those 5. Yep. Those are cut and ready to go for stickers. Perfect. Go ahead. We'll save this again real quick. Did get a response. Yeah, I think the second half of this we're gonna do some. We're gonna go through some of my commentaries. How about that? Maybe we'll save that for the last half hour. Maybe that's what we'll do. Gojo buttons or Cool Joe buttons. Or Joe Cool. Buttons cool? No, it doesn't work. The name Joe just works synonymously with cool. Sorry. That's the way it is. Let's check. Supposedly we're waiting on books, so we're gonna see track. Be here anytime now, what it says. Details out for delivery. Hey. Cool. Now it's gonna show up. We got a stack of books showing up anytime from here until this afternoon. So hopefully sooner than later. It'd be good. We've got a lot going on here coming up soon. So we'll plug it again while we have a few minutes before our next ad break. I do have a summer reading shindig coming up here very soon on the 28th of June. I will be at the Thistle and Nightshade bookstore here in Reno, Nevada from 10 to 1. There will be actually several authors there. Nassim Jamnia? I'm gonna have to hear somebody say it so that I can then get the accent down for it, because I love the accent parts of that, but I need to know how to say it. But that's who's going to be the featured author at the event. But there will be several other of us there as well. So I will be there. Jackie Turner will be there with her books, and Susan Morgan Williams will be there as well. We're going to. The plan is to currently set up outside with our little stands and have books to sell. And part of the proceeds will support the bookstore, Thistle Nightshade, who has been gracious and super awesome to work with, especially being a very, very, very small time independent self-published author. So, like, that they even, were like, yeah, come in and talk to us, was like crazy. Like, I'd never published a book or sold a book. I mean, I had worked on some other stuff before, but yeah, I'm super grateful for the opportunity that they've given me to be in their shop, and frankly, the amount of success that we have had so far with the books and the sales have been really cool. So shout out to them and everything that they've got going on. I hope they are able to stick around for a long time. Reno definitely needs a truly good independent bookstore, and so far they're shaping up to do pretty well. So I appreciate that. They have taken on a lot of local authors and set up a lot of. I think their calendar is booked right now. They've got a bunch going on. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, they've got events that they're going to. They've got June 28th one. They've got July 26th. Ken Sutherland's going in there. Abby White on August 10th. Angela is going to be there on September 6th. So, like, there's a lot going on. They are definitely getting their work out with working with local authors, which is really, really cool. So, definitely, if you're in the area, go check them out. If you're not in the area, you can also check them out on their website, and you can They don't have an online store themselves, but they do have one through bookshop.org, and proceeds from any sales or any purchases that you make through bookshop.org actually go to the bookstores as well. So it's a nice thing to help everybody out in those little small shops like that, which is really nice. So make sure and support, even if you have a local shop in your area. If they have a bookshop.org account, make sure and shop online through them so that they get a little kickback of that as well. It's helpful. All of it is helpful. All of it is good. Not saying anything's wrong with Amazon. Those are nice, cheap books and stuff like that. My books are there as well. But if you want to dual end this and not only support the author and the publisher, but the small bookstores, that is another alternative. Thank you for letting me ramble for 5 minutes. That was my soapbox for the day. I'm getting off of the soapbox now. Oh. All right, getting ready to go on our next ad break here in about 15 seconds. Got a 3-minute break coming up. I will do some stretching, maybe get something to drink in the meantime, and then we will be back shortly. Yeah. I will run the ad banner here as soon as it's activated. We'll double check. Ad manager, how we doing? Is it popped up?
No.
Not yet. Let me know, ad manager, when it pops up. Buster Puppers is my ad manager. She makes sure that we're running ads and that we're not stepping on any advertisements' toes. Because the advertisers are important. They help support this and other programs in this area. No, I'm joking. I'm not a Disney announcer. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are they going to come after me? I hope not. Are they going to give me a job? Wow. Wow, she said no.
No,
She said no. Okay, it says ads are running. We're going to put up the banner for now, but... Oh, wow. I've got a pre... Your package is almost there. Pre-arrival. Your driver is arriving soon. What does that mean? What is a pre-arrival UPS? Yes, I'd like to use my current location. Oh, we can follow live on the map. Wow. Continue with the guest. Oh, so they're adding it like Amazon does. Oh. To verify your identity, UPS will send a one-time passcode to your email on record. What's the thing? We're learning new things today. I've learned a lot this week. Let me do it. Oh, okay. Send code to my... What's the thing? Verify? It does. Wow, that's cool. So we can actually go see live where the truck is with our book. With our book. Cool. Well, that's fun. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. You know what we do need to do? We do need to print out some more bookmark, some more not bookmarks. We need to print out some business cards, stickers.
business card sticker.
many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's all of those. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we have 22 currently. Definitely going to be more than that. Ooh, our ad break. Wow, that was a quick 3-minute ad break. Are we back, ad manager? Hey, look at that. Ad manager's doing her job. Welcome back, stream. We are here. We were just counting up. I have a bunch of business card stickers that I make. I posted about them on my socials before. I can actually bring them up. And with the events coming up in the next couple weeks, I'm gonna need a bunch more. Ew. Let's go see if I can find a picture. They look like. We could talk about them. Where are you? Where are you? I might have to go back to. Did she roll in the stuff out there? Yuck. Just a dirty girl. I don't know where those are. I have pictures of everything. Those are videos. We don't want videos. We want pictures. Did I ever take pictures? We're also watching live as the shipping truck is on its way to deliver my books. Some books on the way. I've got that old picture from 15. I thought I made an updated 2, 3. Nope, that's 24. That's animation. 5, 6, 7, 8. Also need to do a shout out to Three Kings Visions at the Whitney Library in Las Vegas for carrying my book. The Whitney Library. As well. At some point. We'll get there. Wow, I do not know where these cards are. Well, I can tell you. I have a video of it. I don't know if I ever took pictures of it. Those are the old ones. Well, I promise something I don't know where it's at, so. Sorry, stream. At one point I was doing like a whole bunch of like pictures, and not as many like Instagram videos, and I got some advice saying, yeah, you should probably do more videos than pictures. It's like, oh, well, okay, I'll do that. So now all of my imagery is tied up in video, not pictures all over the place. No. 11, week 12. Okay, I can. This is fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. Are you fine? We're fine. What? 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 Whoa, that's huge. Okay, that's fine. So, let's add this. Get rid of the line. These are some of the stickers and stuff that I have made. But you can see over here on this left-hand side, these are my sticker business cards. and they're the 2x2 sticker that I cut in the business card, little slices in the corners. Let's see. This pick a color. That is not a color. That is not the mode I want. There we go. So right there, you can see that there's a little cut there, and there's a little cut here. And then the corners of the 2x2 sticker go underneath in there. So these are not standard business card sizes. They're like a little bit bigger so that I could have this. Otherwise, it was getting too close where this cut was coming in, that these were tearing. So I did that. And these are double-sided, so it has little buttons here talking about, check out my children's book. It's all about me. And then behind that is a QR code for the website, the stitch-tales.com. And then on the back side is more information about me, Tahoe Anime, and stuff like that. So these are my little sticker cards I make. I need to make some more so that I have some. But these are some of the things that I will have at the event coming up. All of these stickers over here. These bookmarks were my first ones. These ones are deprecated, so those are gone. And we have nicer and better ones now. So that is the idea. We have some much better designs now. Worked really hard on those. Our chat is up to date. We are up to date. We'll check our delivery here. This map updates automatically. Okay, updates automatic. Feeding our delivery. Okay, so in the meantime, while we are hanging out, let's go ahead. I'll show you guys kind of what. I'll show you some of the bookmarks that I have going. This is one set of them that I'm going to have printed out. Each color, same designs on each one, but each one has a color, so people can pick out the favorite colors if they want. This is one of the new bookmark designs that I have going on. Another one is, this one's more like summer themed, very similar, different colors at the top. Was a quote from Mrs. Tahoe. But, just buttons out in the flowers and with the bees and the mountains in the back. Our fun little Sierra Mountains here, our little Tahoe Mountains. And then our third design is just a basic I Heart book, and it has buttons reading the first book and the second book in my book series, because I thought that was kind of fun. So, all little illustrations, little fun things to do. So those are our bookmarks that we have going on. Let's see. We've got stickers. You saw some of them. There's a whole bunch more now. There's a meditation one. That one's the Namaste one. I'm sitting on his little meditation pillow. Kind of looks like a cloud. Kind of fun. We're going to have some of those. We're going to have a bunch of different things at the event. So that'll be fun. Events are the big part of being beginning self-publishing author, is getting out events and doing those type of things. For sure. Okay, so where are we at? We're at time. Okay, we've got plenty of time. I want to get rid of Safari. We're good with that. Move back over to Illustrator or Canva. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up my Threads account. I'm going to go through. Okay, so we'll go through and I'll read some of the stuff that I've run across that I've put in my 2 cents on to see if it's worth anything. Comment from a person on Thread says, "Hey authors, do you have your books marked as returnable on Ingram Spark? And if you don't, do you think it has major impacted your sale? Today I started emailing indie bookstores and I emailed indie bookstores I used to frequent in Iowa and some new ones here in Minnesota. I know the children's book market is oversaturated and I know the bookstores have to protect their overhead." Let's keep going. Yeah, but also as a newbie, I can't risk major debt from returned books. The money would have just sat in a business account, but I saw a thread about someone with like 10K of returns. I'm sure most bookstores don't order that many, but it made me hesitant. Anyway, one bookstore replied that they would special order for customers, but they wouldn't stock the book because my discount was too low and the book was unreturnable. I'm not sure if I could / should change the return option. The discount is marked as 40% on Ingram. The hardcover is only making pennies with the minimum discount because of its $20 price tag, and the paperback is $12 with a profit of maybe $1 to $2. I'm assuming the bookstore does not get the full 40% discount. That is correct. But are most people just taking pennies to get their book out there, and are returns risky? Really long one, but she was very thorough in questions she was asking, which was really good. And she has knowledge about a lot of different things either through Ingram Spark or through her own research and stuff like that. From my experience, so when I started my first publishing a year in 2023 through Ingram Spark, I had done similar research and tried to find as much as I could. Some of it is very, I don't want to say necessarily misleading, but there's a lot of unclarity in a lot of things, and there are a lot of like influencers and videos even on YouTube and stuff like that where people try to like be like, oh, this is the way you do it, but everything is a little bit different and nothing is very like particular. Everybody thinks they have the exact perfect way to make it work, but that's not necessarily always true. So from my experience, and this is my response to her on Threads, was that when I first started in 2023, I had set my first book as returnable. I had set it as returnable and shipped them. Maybe it was returnable. You have 3 options. You have not returnable, returnable but destroy. So anybody that wants to return a book, the Ingram Spark will take them and destroy them. They'll pulp them. They'll mash them all up. Or you could have them set to return and then ship to the publisher, which would be you technically. Those are your 3 options. So when I first did mine, I set mine to returnable, I think destroy at that time, because I knew that you had to pay for the return and the shipping, the extra shipping that would cost to get it to you. So you were almost paying double what you would pay normally when you ordered a book from Ingram, and I didn't realize that at first. So I think I had set mine. I'm glad I didn't set mine to that. I set mine to destroy, which was I don't like that the books were going to be destroyed, but I also couldn't afford them to be returned to me and charged all that extra money for it. So both, if you allow returns, regardless, you're going to get charged. That was the other thing that came up, was that because I had set my book as returnable destroy, there were bookstores, even like Amazon, they bought 100 copies to stock right away. So, which was cool because that meant that I think I was making 64 cents per book at that time. That was 64 bucks, right? I was like, oh, cool, that's nice. I can do that, make a little bit of money off of that. That puts money towards doing different things and stuff like that. And then other weird random places started picking up. Like I kept seeing it pop up on eBay and stuff like that. Like they had connection to Ingram where they could see those books come on, and they were trying to sell them, whether or not they bought copies or not. But there was a bunch of weird off store places that popped up. The book is print on demand, technically, but you can, if you're a retailer, you can buy copies if you want. You can buy as many copies as you want through their little thing. That's why Amazon bought 100. Anyways, so returns started to come in from anywhere. I don't know if they were from Ingram or from Amazon or from wherever it was, but there were returns that came in. And those returns then get charged back to the publisher, which is me. And it's not like a fraction of the price. No. The retailer gets a full refund. They get the entire amount. That includes the shipping and everything. And you have to pay for the return shipping as well. So it's that $64 or whatever that I made, poof, it was gone. Whatever profit I had made from even pre-order sales and stuff, poof, that all disappeared because the returns wiped that out. What I found out later was that unfortunately Ingram does not have a process to determine whether or not or determine why a book was returned. And they have policy with any retailer, Barnes & Noble, any other big bookstores around the world, that they can return the books for any reason whenever they want, essentially. As long as the book is set to return. So what that does then is that where was I? We got rid of the. I'm trying to think of all the things because there's so many little pieces to all of this. The retailers can return them for any reason. So if those books fall off of a truck and get damaged, and those retailers don't want them anymore, or can't, don't want to have anything to do with them, they can send them back. They have customers that have issues with their own shipping, whatever, and ship them back to the retailers. Those retailers can then ship them back to Ingram. If those books arrive at the retailer and they have printing, gluing, or any other mistakes, even if they're 100% Ingram Sparks full, the retailer can send them back for a full refund, and that gets charged back to publisher, which is a crazy idea. So they don't have a process to determine why those are being returned or anything like that. So it's a very retailer, make the retailer very happy approach, and publisher and author get kind of the shaft on it. But I also realized that in the small fashion of that makes sense, right? Like they're going to put a lot of pressure on the short-term guys. But big retailers like Amazon, who bought 100 books, 99% of the time, like they did with mine, they buy 100 books, they keep 100 books for a whole year. So, or however long, they do stock them. Amazon is a specific one, because they have the warehouse space for that. Other smaller bookstores, if they do try to take a risk on you and see if you can They may give you a week, a month, whatever like that. It's not very long. But Amazon was in a unique case because they bought 100 books, 100 of my books, and when I realized how my profits had disappeared from the returns, I quickly changed it to do not return. But that gives them, what was it, 90 days? It gives them 3 months from that point to return anything during that time. They ended up keeping them past that. So after that, then they couldn't return them, which is fine. They just had to figure out what to do with them. So, like last month, for people that were watching my social media and stuff like that, I was posting it that my first book went on like deep discount. They had it down to $5.60 at one time, and I tried to buy up as many as I could so that I could resell them, but they would only let me buy 4 copies at a time, which I would have bought the whole stock if they would have let me, but still. Anyways, so that's how they deal with it. Because there's such a huge chain of books and selling things, they have the expenditures as far as warehouse and the ability to cut losses on something like that. So that's why the model is geared towards them. They can do a lot more with what they've got going on in that way. So like I get part of that. That's why books sell for, why publishers and authors and stuff like that get so little, is because the idea of the old school model is that if you were going to publish a book, somebody's going to buy 10,000 copies and put them in stores or whatever like that. That was the thing, and that's the model that a lot of these places still kind of rely on and use, is that old school. Even though self-publishing has really taken off and having direct print availability is there, it's still top heavy in that way. So that's kind of like that's the gist of my experience with it and things that I've learned. I also, talking with my local bookstore and stuff like that, found out that if you put a 40% discount for retailers on your book, which most books published have some kind of discount for retailers, and they typically say should be anywhere from 40% to 55%. Closer to 55 you get, the more willing that a bookshop will be to take a risk on your stocking your book. Problem is that there's also they don't get that full 40 to 55%. They get about half of that. So Ingram, as much as it is a printing company for books and stuff like that, it's also a distribution company. So that 40 to 55 discount, half of that goes to the distribution of the book as well. So their network of connections to libraries across the globe, to retailers across the globe and stuff like that, that's where that percentage goes to them, because they have connections all over the place. I've done Google searches on my first book, and there are companies that carry it in, or not carry it, but have it listed on their websites in just about every country across the globe. So like it's orderable. You could technically order a copy of my book in Germany or Spain or Europe or Japan or Australia or anywhere across the globe, and they will ship it. It's expensive, but it's available. But that's the distribution partner that you are getting when you sign up with Ingram Spark. So that's kind of the crux of it. Is like, okay, as much as and some people can't put their discount very high. I have mine set to 40%, and I know 20 of that's going to go towards the distribution. So, and the other 20% is going to go through to the bookstore. So, for me, seeing that, and then a lot of the changes that are happening with the industry and prices and stuff like that going up. I've had to do a little bit of shift where before I was just like, okay, I can try to do more online stuff. Where now I'm like, okay, now I have to shift and do more in-person things because I want to try to make a little bit more money or go to a bookstore and work with them and talk to them and make a deal about certain things and stuff like that. So that's more of where my shift has happened and why you'll see like more events coming up and stuff, because that's unfortunately where I'm gonna get a bigger cut of my stuff. So I know I mentioned before that I was making like 64 cents per book sold on Amazon or any online retailer, because of the price hikes and stuff like that. I'm down to like 32 cents. I had lost about half. So it's always something to think about and figure out and try to understand that books don't make a crap ton of money. Like I don't want to sell a $20 book in order to make. I would love to make a couple bucks, but $20 book is going to be really tight. There's a possibility I may have to change my price at some point, depending on how prices continue to go, but we will see. We'll have to see how that all goes. But that was my conversation or my comment back on. Mine was a little bit longer, but for me talking to you about it was definitely longer than what I had typed out. But one of the questions and stuff that I found on good old threads that I actually talked about it a couple times and figured out some questions and stuff like that I've talked to people about, even talked to employees that work at Ingram Spark and stuff like that. So getting some clarification on what actually is the process and what is the way to go about, understanding some of those things. Got to know where my place is and everything. So, yeah. Hopefully, if people are watching this and pick this up on YouTube, because it really depends on if they scrub it and look for keywords and stuff that I'm talking about. If any of that stuff is helpful, I hope it is, based off of my experience and just the things that I've picked up over the past 2 years doing my own self-publishing. But if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to at me on Threads, or if you see one of my videos on Instagram, go ahead and leave a comment on any of that stuff, or even leave a comment in YouTube video, or you can always come by on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday around 9 a.m. and jump into Twitch chat and say hello, and you can ask your question there, and I will do my best to answer what I can with my limited knowledge. And hopefully, the idea and the goal is to not just have my knowledge in here, but if we get some more people to come by and start watching the stream that publish books as well, we can call on their knowledge too, which would be really fun, really good too. So build a little bit of a community. This is going to take a little bit of time, but I think we'll get there. I think having a space like this is nice, and being able to live interact will be a good thing to have. Just show that. But yeah, I've noticed that with my own community and stuff like that there's a lot of doing stuff the old-fashioned way, and we gotta move things a little bit closer to modern stuff and figure out some different ways, some new ways. Text messaging me. You have it's orthodontics appointment on the 25th? That's what it says. June 25th. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Sorry.
Bye. bye.
Sorry, I ruined this. I ruined your day. I'm sorry. I'm
Brr.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't need to. Oh, Lord. You have it on next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
No.
Huh? 25th.
There's
June? Or July? Daughter. I just looked. I have it on the wrong. Oh, I do have it in the wrong place. You are correct, Michelle. Okay.
Oh, now you. Okay, now you.
You're welcome. I knew it was there. Sorry, daughter. I love you. I love you. Okay, so we've got about 30 minutes left on the stream. What else should we work on, Michelle? Is there anything we can work on, or is there anything we should talk about? We go over? You want to read the book 1 to people on stream?
No.
No? Oh. I tried. Also, if anybody has a really good way to do watermarks on PDFs, please let me know. I think there's a bunch of places, but none of them have. There's websites that you can use, which are terrible. There's Adobe Acrobat can do it, but it really goes towards, you can only put JPEG images on it. You can't put PNGs and just do Word. It's awful, terrible. I want something really customizable in certain ways. Let's see what else we got going on. Don't think I have anything else there to show off at the moment. Yeah, we're kind of stuck at the moment. We're still waiting on our books to show up. I don't want to go too heavy into something else at the moment. Don't have any promos. I don't have my backpack on me. Do some base work, prep work. I don't want to show off anything from book 3 yet. We're still early planning stages of that. We can show off Printify shop real quick. That. Let's just go. You know what we're gonna do? Let's go. Welcome to Safari. Hello. Welcome to stitch-tales.com. This is the website for Stitch Tales. Got a little rotating set of images here. It's got, you can definitely see some of the different stuff I've worked on for events and stuff. Moving. Okay, that's definitely not moving. Books and stuff like that. But if you scroll down, got little blurbs about both books that are out. This one just came out not too long ago. On May 3rd. And we have connection to my social media posts that I put up on Instagram as well. We also have book reviews for book 1. At some point we'll have reviews for book 2. Not sure when those are going to roll in, but we'll get working on it. I know we have one on Amazon and one on they did not put up the one on Barnes and Noble, but we're getting there. But we also have samples. So I always tell people you have samples of books, but you have these cool little page flip. You can kind of flip them how you want to flip them, but little flip books of the first few pages for book 1. Just getting started, introducing our main character here. Then you can also check out the back of the book as well. Then we also have a little sample of the opening and the beginning pages. Oh no, somebody left the door open. And we also, there we go, there's our back. So these are all here on the Ditch Tales website. You can also check out some of our community stuff that I have baked into the book. We also have links to the different retailers that you can buy the book from, and there are a lot more. Like, you can even get the books on Walmart.com and stuff like that. So they're all over the place. You can also check with your local bookstores, and they should be able to order it as well. But I also added a little bit of information about what the breakdown of the how self-publishing costs work and stuff like that, and each little venue, what you can expect to that the author gets from each piece of where you buy it from. So you can also check out where these books are at the local library. So you can see, I shouted out to them earlier, the Whitney Library in Las Vegas has both books available to pick up there. You can find the first book at the Washoe County Library. I'm currently working on getting them to carry the second one. I have not heard back yet though. But other things that are on the website, you can check out my interview from KOLO that I did before my second book release. This is my author signing that I did. This is the local author fest that I did last year for book 1. Fun little stuff like that. We also have links to the store that I run, my little what does it say on there? Printify shop. There it is. This is my Printify shop store items. Got cool little grocery bags, some sticker sheets, all kinds of different things over there. We'll open up. But yeah, you can also find information about me and things that I've worked on. I should probably at some point go through and show you guys information from my website so you guys can see stuff that I've worked on, where this all comes from. But yeah. All right, let's look at some of the offerings over here. So we've got some postcards up for sale on the shop, a few shirts, sweaters, stickers, patches, all kinds of different things over on the store. This is a heavy-duty floor mat that I made for the misses that I thought was really cool that I put on there. Let's ban this person because they want to bot you, and we don't want them. And just some more stickers right now. Working on some different products and some more products for the shop as we move along and do different things. Should have some mugs and stuff up at some point soon as well. So those will be fun. Yeah, that is the setup here over on the Stitch Tales website. Okay. Where are we? 44. For a minute. I should be on Friday for the next stream. I'm gonna try to keep wrangling up, see if we can get some more people into chat and stuff like that. I'm really trying to get the author community in here, at least the children's book author community. I feel like there's a big hole in what's going on. That we really could use Twitch to do a lot of good things on here. So I know for my sake and stuff like that, even just having 100 people watching the stream and stuff like that would definitely give a little bit of ad revenue for uh, my projects and stuff like that. But even just the few that we have each week, every day, makes a difference over the lifespan of uh, the year. So it all helps. It all works. It's all appreciated and all gets used to further this endeavor and do different things. So, uh, ISBNs and barcodes and sample prints, they all cost something. So, all gotta come from somewhere. Yeah. Alrighty. I am running low on things to talk about at the moment to work on. I do have. We could fix. Go back to our master file real quick. Alright. Fix these guys because these ones are all not correct. Hmm. Change some of his stuff, so we need to make it fit now. This is our size comparison. You can see this is the size the buttons gets over his lifetime. He starts off as just a wee little lad. Fit here. That's what we want. Right, well. This is all just for shits and giggles. I can make sure that I have all of this laid out for myself for later on. This is the idea. When Patch was around, he was about the same height. But he did not end up becoming as tall as Bud when he was older. Just a little guy. He became fatter, but he did not become bigger. Let's just say he was taking advantage of the food bowl for a long time. Sora is an interesting case where she started off as a puppy, having a much darker coat, and then as she got older, she got a lighter coat. Those are our height comparisons. Like a timeline, but we don't need to mess with that at the moment. We just need to get these guys fixed up. There we go. We'll save that up. Go from there. I really do need to come up with some different stream titles. I need to make some different. That'll make a difference. Alright, we'll back to this one now. Look at that. We did about 2 minutes more of work. It worked. That for the moment. Alright. Well, we'll do shout outs to Husker Pupper 28 for coming by and saying hi in the stream, hanging out and being my ads manager. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Dungeon Protocols. That's also me as well, because I have to monitor the streams. Being. What else do I have? Oh, I never went and got something to drink last time. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder why. Definitely gonna get this saved out. This will work for what we're talking about. Boot. Let's bring up this one. So this is the current plan. What we need to do. We need to come soon. Okay, now we have to find a free coming soon sign. Coming soon, no. Coming soon, yes. I want this one, but that one's probably premium. Yep, that one's premium. Almost worth. It might be worth it to get premium of Canva. Just to have access to all of this stuff. There we go. That works. So, plan is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 a.m. to 12. I guess technically that would be 12 p.m. That is incorrect. Look at that. Fixing problems already. Time. It's fun, right when it does those funky switches. And then at some point we plan on doing. We're working on a lot of the little details right now and getting our setup for doing this live podcast, our 500 Little Things live podcast. That is a me and Mrs. Tahoe, also known as Dreamer, are thinking about doing a little podcasting where we talk about ourselves and our relationship and different things, just depending on what we're feeling and the things we want to talk about, and interacting with people that may want to ask us questions like, why are y'all so crazy? We can be like, well, it's because our families are weird and that's why we're crazy. People could ask, why is your daughter a demon spawn? And I could say, well, that's because her father is also a demon spawn. So those are the things people could ask in certain ways. What do you think of that, Michelle?
What?
Yep. She's not paying attention at all. Huzzah! So, this is the current. Oh. I'm sitting here talking about it. You guys can't see it. This is the current schedule. This is the plan. Wow. See? Streaming is hard. See that, kids? Streaming is hard. You don't always get it right. You're not always on the right screen. Gotta make sure you're paying attention to stuff. This is the schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 12. Sundays, hopefully, we have a tentative time. We'll have to see how that works out, but that is coming soon. So stay tuned for that for more information. Especially stay tuned for like infographics and stuff that I'll put out for that and stuff. So, but yeah, that is the plan. We got a few more minutes before our next ad break, and then we will sign off from there. plan. That is the idea. So, things I have to work on this week. I have to get a post together for Instagram talking about our events coming up. All of our fun little stuff. All of our little animations that I've got going on here. Definitely not. None of those. No pops, blurs, no baseline. Wish I had premium because I could do these baselines in a different direction, but I can't. Ooh. Good. Sonic, no stomp, polarize, no. Nope, no fun stuff like this. That's okay. I don't have to have it all the time. This will go, let's see, today's Wednesday? Michelle?
Huh?
Today's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
This should go up tomorrow. So I've got a bunch of writing and stuff to do tonight and getting all of these streams and stuff together for tomorrow in the morning. So that is the idea. I say that a lot. These are the ideas. These are the things that are going on. Let's see. Do I have anything in here that's going to give away any secrets? I don't think so. No secrets. No secrets. Okay. We're just going to go back to here for now while we wait for our last ad break to pop up and then close out our stream. We're waiting. Oh, I'm gonna do a big stretch.
Tahoe Anime says big stretch.
Oh man, I need it. Part of this streaming thing is I have a standing desk, or I have it set as a standing desk right now, so 3 hours of standing. A lot. I mean, it's not a lot. I used to do way more than that when I worked construction, standing around for 8 hours, or climbing on roofs, or doing all kinds of different things. Three hours is nothing. But I am getting older, so my feet do hurt a little bit. And that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay. It is what it is. Alright. We got ads coming up here in 3 minutes. I need to have some backups for things to talk about when we get into these little end of stream bits. Or maybe I should have a segment. Should I have a segment? Michelle, should I have a segment? Or like end of stream segment? Exactly. Thank you, Michelle. Your input is duly noted. And ignored. I could plug the Chill Hop. There is if you are looking to stream and you want a playlist that you can use on your streams, Chill Hop has the ability to do that. If you ever searched on Spotify, or I think it's all over the place, but Chill Hop playlist They have a website, and you can sign up and have an account, and then you don't have to pay anything. It's free to be able to run it. You just have to put a disclaimer in your video description if you post it to YouTube. That says that you are allowed to use the music for your stream, for your publication, and then you are good to go. This way nothing comes back and bites you in the butt. But you do have to sign up and have an account with them to be able to sign up for that program. Is a thing. Alright, we're getting down to our ads here. Let's double check on we were at 59 of 60 followers so far. Still doing good on that. We're that one away. Need that last one. To the 16, and our goals will update. Go ahead and put this back up on here. Take a nice big for the moment. Talk about our summer reading shindig again. Should be coming up here pretty soon. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. Shout it from the mountain. Don't shout it from the mountain. That just would be weird. Don't do that. Okay, we should be hitting ads here shortly. Anytime now. Ads manager. Was your iPad dead? Oh, okay. My ads manager quit on me. Not working the ads no more. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Hey, you're on summer break. It's fine. You're relaxing and chilling. That is okay. You're going to go back to school and have a whole bunch of work to do. So. But yeah. Should have. I'll let y'all know. Or I'll put up the top of the ad folder here. Once it pops up, this one's really delayed. I don't know if this one has popped yet or not. I guess there can be sometimes where I'm not talking to. I don't have to fill every moment with words. Especially if I'm. Hey, there we go. There's our ad break. Okie dokie. Give me a few minutes here. Okay, so hopefully this stream goes much better than the last one because I messed up on the audio for the music, and it started playing songs from my Spotify that were not in the Chill Hop playlist, and I got dinged for one of them, and they had to mute a section of my video because of it. So hopefully I made a little playlist with strictly just Chill Hop music, so should be okay, but we'll have to see once the broadcast is done and over with. Smaller again. Also, don't forget you can redeem your channel points if you are in stream to help give our furry friend Sora a little treat. We are currently at 84%. We've got 23 days left, so we should definitely make it to there easily, but we're getting close. It's the treat. And then I will record her getting the treat, and I will put that up on stream for everybody to be able to see. So that is the plan. You get to see furry friend get her little treat. And then we will swap out and we will have another furry friend. A different furry friend. Which is the one that Husker Puppers is really interested in. The old man. The old man. Is he in his bassinet? Yeah,
Make it-
I see his bassinet.
He's a back.
It's a bassinet boy, I know. Just a wee little bassinet boy. Ooh, I wonder if... Okay, the AC is not blowing on the microphone. Okay, so we're good. Worst case, I'll stand in front of it so it doesn't hit the microphone and blow all you guys out. That would be bad. Ooh, that's what I need to do. I need to post on social, being like, if anybody has any questions, answer them on stream. That would be smart. Alright, it says ad break has been completed. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're about to roll up the stream. So thank you for everybody who stopped by, for everybody who watched an advertisement for me. I appreciate that. We will be back on Friday for another stream at 9 a.m. Not sure exactly what we're working on. Got a bunch of stuff to get printed out and cut up and stuff for upcoming events. So, but thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.